Hello everyone! The goal of this video is going to be a quickish walkthrough of this demo course. My goal is to be as concise as possible while giving you an overview of what this Canvas experience feels like. Now, to keep this to the point, what I am going to do is I'm going to give that high-level overview of kind of what the pages and the main course content will look like. I'm not going to get deep into submissions in this video. Let's keep it focused here on the main structure of what Canvas looks and feels like. I want to also start by saying that Canvas looks different. You log in and this does not look like what we are used to. But as I've played with this, it is quite exciting when you get kind of to the top and you see all of what is possible in Canvas. Let's go ahead and get started with this demo course. So this is going to be my front page that I have. I've created a banner here with an image. If you're interested in learning more about how to get designy with things, I do have a video that's available that you can click on. That's not necessary if you don't want to do it though, okay? So let me just start by saying that some of these design elements, they're up to you. They're not necessary. What I would say is necessary as we get started with this, Canvas is very much of a blank page. And so we've created a template for you that looks much like this demo course that I'm showing. And it does get broken up with these headers that I've created tables with. And the reason for that is because this is a design element that helps students focus. So it is important that we're using headers and text and some images to break things up to keep students organized and focused. If you want to get really designy with some things, that is up to you. This is what it looks like on the teacher view. Heading over to the student view, you'll see it looks very much the same. What is awesome about Canvas is that every student has a to-do list. Every teacher has a to-do list. Student to-do list is assignments they need to do. Teacher to-do list is what needs to be graded. That is a feature that we're going to talk about later that I think we're going to really love and make great use of. How do you get around this course? There's no pages on the side anymore. That's really controlled through the modules. So you can click on the modules there, or there's a button in the template that everybody will have access to. All students will have that same button that they can click on to get to their modules. Now, the modules don't look very pretty. Think of modules as like folders. You're going to create pages in your folders. You're going to create assignments in your folders. You can create discussions. You can create quizzes. You can create all this stuff and you're going to organize it into modules. So instead of having a Unit 1 page on Haiku, you're going to have a Unit 1 module. What's beautiful about the module is that you can put pages in the module, but you can also put assignments in the module. You can also put the discussions in the module, like I was just saying. So there is no more needing to make pages and subpages and then referencing those pages and subpages from your assignments. No more of that. All you'll do is you'll create a really robust assignment. And the assignment, I'm not going to get into assignments, but I just want to show you what's possible in the assignment. This is an assignment page. So an assignment can have a full page that's accessible. I have a video in there. I even have a PDF that students can look at right on that page. Canvas embeds things beautifully. And a rubric, and rubrics work really nicely for speed grading. Just give you something to look forward to, okay? What does this look like? Again, let's go back to home. You can set your home page to whatever you need it to be. So at the beginning of the year, that's going to be your welcome, your course information, and your About Your Teacher is going to be right there on your welcome page. So you don't need to make two different pages. All of it is just on that one page that is available. While we're on the student view, this is going to be the same thing for teachers and students. They're going to have a dashboard of all their classes that are available, and then they'll have their to-do list on the right. They'll have any recent feedback that they got right here. If they want to view their grades, they'll click on it separately. It's nice that their grades aren't just out there in front of them all the time to stress them out, but they can view them easily with a click. And then they do have a calendar view. The difference is that their calendar is going to hold all their assignments for all of their classes. So it's not a per class calendar. It is a robust calendar for all of their classes so that they can easily see everything in one place. They can even preview very robust assignments that you create. And then if they click on the assignment name right up here, then that's how they'll get to that assignment page. Okay, so it is easy to navigate from this calendar. They also have an agenda view, which will be really nice for them to be able to navigate to. I think that's enough of this high-level student overview. I think we'll learn more about how students react to the Canvas experience once we get started, but those are the basics. Now, let's go back to the teacher end. So if I go, this is my main welcome page. If I go to the modules, let's go ahead and let's go into Unit 1. So let's look at what a unit page can look like. So here's a unit page. You'll see my unit page actually has a to-do date. That's something that's different in Canvas, but is great if you want students to reference this page maybe during class. You can add a date to a page so that they just click on it from their calendar and they get right there. Maybe have your unit overview. I have a little video about what this unit is about, and then I have some expectations that I've linked out to a Google Doc right there. Because these are modules, okay, so this is something else to get used to. Pretty much I navigate everything through modules. I never click on pages. Pages you can't organize in order. Modules, you can organize everything in the order that you want it. This is all sequenced. So this page links to this page, links to this page, links to this page. Let me show you what I mean by that. You'll see this is Unit 1, and then I have Unit 1 resources. So that means when I click on Unit 1 and I go to the bottom of the page, there's a next. Whether you're going to use that for your course or not, that's up to you, but it is a sequence through things. I decided to organize my Unit 1 resources. I wanted 2 columns, so I just made a table to do that. This is in the template. It's available to you already pre-created. All you have to do when you start your class is you just edit this table. The table's already been set up for you. So that's another thing that's really nice about Canvas is we're giving you a template and you can just modify any of these template pages easily to make them your own. This is what editing looks like, but say you want to just focus on creating, you want this to be bigger, this is really nice too. Pop it up big and you have a full screen that you can be working in. So you can type away, you can change things, you can change these to headings or paragraph text. You can make more tables if you want. So I was just making tables there. Has an equation editor for all of my math friends, and you and your students can even record videos right here in Canvas without using any other tool. To get out of this full screen, you just press the escape key and that's it. You can save it or cancel, and then we can go to the next thing. Here's an example of an assignment page that I showed you before. Again, an assignment does everything that a page in Canvas does except more. So you can grade it. This is 5 points, and you can add a rubric for easy grading. And then let's go to the next page. This page, I have students watch a video, I give some directions, and on this one, I have them submitting something. So let me show you the student view of a submission. Everybody in Canvas has access to the student view, and this student view allows you to really be a student in the class. So you'll see when I go down here, you'll see the submission types that I allowed for this question. This media, that's what I was saying. You can record an actual video in here, but you can also just have students type in text, share a URL, or upload a document. I'm not going to get into how to turn in Google Docs or any of the Google Docs stuff today at all. It's just a little bit more complex. But with the student view in Canvas, you can actually practice doing it. So if you want to feel what it's going to feel like on the student end, you have the full ability to do everything that a student can do. That's why there's this reset student button down here, because after you turn it in, it's going to be like you turned something in actually as a student. So you can always reset the student view to start over, leave student view to get back as a teacher. Now that popped me back to my homepage. Again, just go over to modules. That's what I do all the time. I go to modules. So we were in this 2.2 assignment right there. That's what we had just looked at. Let's go next. Here's another example of what you might do for a page. You might have learning goals. You might have a during class thing, and then a homework thing where you give them the homework assignment. However you want to design your page, it's really up to you. We've given some ideas in the template to help structure something you might do. Then here's a discussion. So again, the discussion, really robust in terms of it looks like a page that you can add all this great stuff to, resources for students to look at, and then they can interact through threaded replies like any discussion forum would allow. Here's one more page where I just made a simple textbook assignment, put an answer key that nicely embeds here. And those are just some pages of things that you might assign. So I'm going to go back to modules and just show you how easy it is to rearrange things. So say that you have, this tips page and you want it to show up as the first thing, not the last thing. You just drag it, drop it up here. When you're ready to publish it, you just press that button and it publishes. There isn't multiple clicks or anything like that. That's it. Unpublish, move it around. Say that you created this 2.3 assignment and you're ready to create 2.4 and you want to use that same format that you were using. All you have to do to duplicate is click on the 3 dots, you duplicate the page, you click on the page, you press edit, and you modify it. So that's really, I think, the name of the game here in Canvas is that you kind of use the template that we've created and you modify it. You start creating some pages that you really like and then you duplicate them and you modify them. And then I think things will get really easy. You can have some fun designing however you like, picking some icons that you like. I've left some video tips for how to get some icons. I know some people will get more into that than others, but it is important to use some visual breaks. So either using these table headings like this, like we've recommended, or just really taking advantage of these line breaks. The line breaks are a little bit easier to do. Line breaks, all you do is click on insert horizontal line, boom, you have a nice line break there. And now you see all the options that I have on assignments. There's so much stuff that's available to you right here. But again, I'm not going to get into that right now. I'm going to cancel that. The last thing I'm going to say, as you are navigating and as I've been playing personally, you'll see that there are different things available here. Like because this is assignment, I now got knocked out of my module view. For me personally, I find going to this assignments tab not as useful as just doing everything from the modules tab, because ultimately this is where I want to make sure all my unit 1 stuff is organized properly here. So this has been my focus. And once I made the modules view my focus, everything in Canvas became much simpler for me. So that would be my recommendation. If you want to add an assignment, instead of doing it through the calendar like we've been used to in Haiku, my recommendation is really to find a template page that you like, a template assignment that you like, and then duplicate that item and then click on it and change the date of submission. And of course, change all of the details, because then it's already living in the module and it's all organized nicely for me. I'll go ahead and remove that. I don't know how successful I was at making this super quick. There's a lot in Canvas that you're gonna love. There's a lot to also get used to. But I hope that this little demo course that you can now scroll through, I hope that I've given you some tips for being able to scroll through it, knowing how to navigate through it, and seeing what it might look like from both the teacher end and from the student end. All right, that's gonna be it for this video. Bye for now.